have one of these boulevards, and this is called the Walhall Street. This is the longest street, and the Walhall is the paradise in the Vikings. This was where the ones who died in battle would end up, and then they would be greeted by the maidens of Odin, and then they would party all night and eat the fattened pig Sarumer, and then they would fight in the day. But most people ended in a grey entity. So this was only for the warriors. Now, Carl the 14th Johan, the ancestor of our king, he was very concerned about not getting involved in wars. He had been a field marshal in the army of Napoleon, and therefore he organized here on your right side exercise fields, and on the left side. So this was where he had exercises, and he also had a house on Djurgården where we were. This is today used for horse riding. You can go cross-country skiing here in winter because then there are trails here and people walk their dogs here. On your left side you find a new housing area. Well, it's a couple of years, but it's done by a Danish architect, and it is special in the sense that it has these gardens. Ingles is his name, and very expensive, as this is the. I mean, in general, I said that it would cost around 9,000 US dollars per square meter in the city center, or in the outskirts, even more, 2,000 more in the very center areas. So when you look back in history, from when the immigration stopped in the 1930s and 40s, and we were not involved in the Second World War, we managed to become one of the richest countries in the world, and also that we are rich in resources. I already mentioned the iron ore mine, but we have forests. Yeah. We have forests, 70%, so we have exported wood pulp, cellulose, but also a mechanical industry is big. You know of the Volvo cars, these have though been sold to China, so we have still the Scania trucks, and Spotify is a Swedish invention, still Swedish. But also on the island where the biggest of the island where Alfred Nobel experimented, that's where the world's largest video game has been developed, and I'm talking about Minecraft. That was sold in 2014 to the Microsoft in 2014 for $2.5 billion. Candy Crush was also Swedish before it was sold to an American company. But on behind the lock where we were in the old town, they still make there's a company named DICE, and they make the Star Wars games. And they are Battlefront and so on, but that's of course not Swedish. But many inventions have come from Sweden, like the adjustable wrench, the pacemaker, the Celsius temperature scale, and Skype, apart from Spotify too. And well, we'll see. Looking back, it is very much a society based on engineering. And you have received now a little glimpse of Sweden and Stockholm here. Well, you've been to other places in Sweden earlier, but I hope you have enjoyed our capital, and I want to wish you a good onward journey. And we were lucky not to have too much rain. when you get off, you need to hand in your device and don't wind the string around it. But disconnect the earphones. We have a plastic bag.